And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the PLR America's Tier 2 Round 7 here in France. We have Dave Boyer, myself here with you, and we also have our fantastic commentator, Fluffy, if you'd like to say hi.
Yo, what's happening, everybody?
So here we have a lovely race here. We've had a couple interesting mixed weather races over the past few rounds at France with PLR, so we're looking at another interesting one here today. What did you think of the Tier 2 race earlier, Fluffy?
Oh my God, the tier two race earlier was amazing. It was the battles we had was incredible, absolutely incredible. The weather was shocking. Started off raining in quali, like full rain, and then the race was dry, very dry. But
In,
yeah, we the,
in,
the, the race winner was Lassie Larson. He actually ended up getting wing damage within the first couple of corners, dived straight into the pits, went for the hard, and he battled his way through and won the race.
Excellent stuff. Okay, keep going for a second. It looks like I have an issue where the audio from the game is not playing, so I'm going to go and fix that real quick.
Okay, that's an issue I have sometimes. So at the minute we have a majority of the field out on the track. Let me just get my telemetry and everything up and going, and I will let you know where everybody is. So we've got a couple of different strategies going on by the looks of it. So who's going out first on their flying lap then? Let's just wait for it to kick in so I can zoom in and get my beady little eyes on them.
Right, it looks like we have the Williams out first of Leclerc.
Oh, Leclerc. Let's see what he's going to lay down. I know Leclerc's a semi-decent driver. I'm pretty sure I've raced with him in a couple of lobbies.
Yeah, he has been having a very decent run of form over the past couple rounds. Has been fighting for victory with Guitar Man Khan over the past couple of races. So hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully we can see another little bit of battling. Last two rounds, in fact, they've spent just about the entire race fighting each other for the win.
Oh,
And
do you know what? I gotta love that.
and
As he spun on
as he does
as he
it,
spun on his first flying lap.
a little bit of a Tokyo drift, but he
So,
will.
so the Alpha Tauri now of Philip Pages, Philip. I'm just going to call him Philly. I'm just going to
There
call
you
him
go.
Philly because I am very tired. I have been at this a very long time, guys. So
Yes.
let's see what Philly's going to land in as he's making his way around the track now, as he's entering this third sector of this track.
Yes, we'll see. And it
I,
looks
I, I
like
was going to ask who's actually leading at the minute.
so right now, our championship leader is Pedboy89 in the Alfa Romeo. He is leading with 92 points ahead of Guitar Man Khan in P2 with 90, right on his heels.
Ooh.
And we
Uh-huh.
have a tasty little battle for P3 brewing with T De Silva in the Ferrari with 63 points, with Leclerc just behind him on 59.
Oh, so it's quite a tight championship at the minute then.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how many of the drivers are willing to sacrifice some track position in quali for a potential preferential starting
Preferential.
tire.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
with the mediums.
with the mediums. Do you reckon that's a one-stop strategy right there?
I think if people want to play it that way, absolutely. I would take
I
into
see.
account
Go on.
the fact that the track has about a mile of runoff, so the likelihood of a full safety car is a little bit lower than on some of the other tracks. So trying to play
Oh
the
well,
long
I
game.
don't know. We did have two full safety cars in the Euro division today, so
Ah,
that's going to be
interesting.
interesting. So I'm going to be riding on board with Guitar Man to see what he's going to be putting on the board as
He looks like he is.
he looks like he's going in. He looks like he's going in. Actually, I would believe he's going to maybe change his tyres.
Let's have a look
But
and
but
see whether he
but
gets on.
Silver though, and see what he's going to do.
Let's go to Silva. It looks like he
Is he
has
starting his lap?
invalidated his first lap and is on to a second flyer.
Let's see. But mind you, Timo's like P1 at the minute on the mediums with a 1 minute 32.343. I mean, that's quite decent. That's quite decent.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a competitive time for the mediums, and it'll take uh, one of these drivers putting together a perfect lap on those
It will
mediums.
have to be a solid lap to get anywhere near that.
Absolutely. Let's see. We have Bishop's Finger coming up to the line next. Let's see what sort of time he can put on the board.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look as he's entering the second to last corner here. Keeping the car nice and in shape, clipping the apex nicely there. That's nice and tight. That is. That's nice and tight. Let's see where he puts himself here. He's put himself
Ooh,
into P2. P2. There is a Rizzler paper involved here. Rizzler paper between P1 and P2. He's landed in P2 with a 1 minute 32.430.
absolutely. Let's see who else can join the party.
Let's see, let's see. So it looks like the next ones that are coming around the track is Silver himself in the Ferrari on the softs. Let's see if he can beat these boys on the mediums.
It looks like a quick lap to begin with. Let's see what he can do.
It does. He does.
Ooh,
1 minute 30.943. So obviously the softs are going to be the faster compound on the qualification, but obviously it all comes down to the strategy at the end of the day, guys.
yes, it does. And it looks like T Silver used up absolutely every last drop of fuel in that tank to set that fast lap time, as it looks like he's
But
going to
what a
pull
time
in.
though! What a time!
Absolutely, he has stepped the game up for the
Who are
rest
you
of the
riding
session.
on board with, buddy?
Let's see. Let's go. Let's have a look at what Bubbers is doing in the McLaren. Looks like he's getting himself ready to get started
He's on
with
an
the
out
lap.
lap. He's absolutely gearing himself up for this at a flyer.
Yes, this is a current reserve driver, but has been our T2 champion as of last season, so he's very familiar with the drivers here today. We're happy to see him back on track with us.
Oh, has he not been on track with you for a little while?
Yes, unfortunately, he's had a little bit of a career change that has meant that he's had to drop down to part-time, so whenever we've had the
Ah,
opportunity to be on track with him, we've loved it. Oh, and he
nice.
invalidates that lap and we'll have to go again.
Oh, what a shame now. What a shame now, Bubba. So,
Now, go ahead.
I was just flicking through to see who's actually on a flying lap. Doesn't seem to be. Well, Guitar Man's on a sprint here. He's on a sprint here. See if he's going to improve. No, he's going into the pits. He's going into the pits, people. Yes, guys, this is short quali. This is short quali, guys.
I think we can tell that the race is not going to start under wet conditions by the guys' willingness to go out on the medium tires right now.
Yes, they are not afraid. They are not afraid. Now, Ped Boy is he's on an out lap. No, he's not. Yeah, he is.
He's just
No,
started
he's
the
not.
flyer
No,
here.
he's not. It took a while for the game to kick back in there, Codemasters. You've cracked this, haven't you? So anyway, let's see what he's going to produce. He's still yet to put a lap in on these soft tyres, guys.
Yeah, let's see what happens. This is our championship leader, let's remember.
I was going to say this is our championship leader.
He is purple sector 1 according to the game.
Oh, my G, go on.
Let's see what sort of pace he's laying down coming up to the end of sector 2 here. He'll want to put himself in at least a decent banker lap before the end of the session.
That's on par. That is on the par.
There's been no one that has challenged T Silver quite yet in this session for pole. It looks like Pedboy might be on track to give him a little challenge though.
Let's hope so. We like to see the tight nitty gritty fighting.
Yeah, and
that's what we're here for, guys. That's what we're here for.
And it looks like most people's competitive spirit is kicking in as we see less and less medium runners left out on track.
I know. We have one medium runner. Tilmo is on mediums.
And Pedboy goes P3
Pedboy.
with a 131.7.
Well done. It's not even a slouchy lap, so can't really say anything about that, guys. It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
But
Now,
Bubbers, Bubba's 420 is still yet to put a lap in.
And has invalidated this one too, unfortunately.
Well, he's on
Oh,
his
he's on
outlap.
the outlap.
He's on his outlap.
My apologies. I thought he was on a quick
So
one.
that's fine. So let's have a look through the grid. See who's going to be improving or trying to improve on their times. Leclerc's on a flying lap here, and he is. Oh, he was up on his time there. Let's see what he can do.
Absolutely. He'll need to put on a slightly better show than what he has so far if he's looking to put up another fight for the win as he's done in the past couple of weeks.
Well, I'm looking forward to this because I know he's a good racer. I know he can battle with the best of them.
Looks like he's grabbing a little bit of toe off of Bubba's there.
Yeah, making use of that.
He just has to be careful not to get too close and get...
Oh, he got a little kick out of that. Oh.
I was just about to say... Oof.
Oh. Commentator's curse right there. Sorry, my man.
Yeah, I was just about to say he had to worry about getting too close to Bubba's just in case he caught some of the dirty air off of the tricky last sector.
Literally. So I'm just flicking through.
Now we can keep an eye on Bubba's starting his flying lap after giving...
Let's ride with Bubba's as he is literally on his flying lap, guys. Still yet to put a time in. Guys, there's still 5 minutes, 55 seconds left for quali here.
Yes, if he can't put something together in this run, then there's a chance that he's only going to have one last flying lap available.
Oh, yeah.
Put something down. Looks like we have a little live feedback from one of the drivers. Leclerc has let us know that his wheel disconnected midway through his last flying lap, and as a result has had to back out.
Oh, that is savage for Leclerc right there. He's going to have a word with his technicians about that because that is not on Jeff.
Yes, let's hope that in our races where we are showing some respect to Frank Williams, that looks like can put on a good show.
I hope so. I fully hope so. We even had a Williams on the podium in Euro. P2.
There you go. Let's hope for Leclerc's sake that he can put in a showing.
So yeah, let's not pile on the pressure too much, eh? But the tribute to Frank Williams rests on you, my man.
Right, let's see Bubba coming up here with a 1:30.5.
He chucks himself up into pole there. Into pole. It's taken him a while to get that lap out of himself, but he's done it. He's up there. He's completed it, boys. He's completed it, boys and girls. Say no more. No, he hasn't. Guitar Man just nicked it right off of him. Oh my God, with a 1:30.085. That is a robbery. That is daylight robbery, guys.
Yeah.
GG though, GG.
Bubba's was allowed to have about 20 seconds of glory before the...
It wasn't even that, I think it was about 5 seconds. 5 seconds of glory and then bang, stole his thunder. And he's gone with it as well. Yeah, he's like that, see ya. So, guys are in my Twitch. What do you think of the Americas Division 2? I think I might be having a technical issue.
Oh, hi there.
But I'm going to fill in the gaps. I think they're doing very, very good. I think it's going to be a very interesting race. Well, and there's going to be at least everybody scoring points here, guys, so that everybody's a winner here today.
Yeah, I've noticed with this group of races that these guys are all very dedicated, and you can see that race on race, the whole group is improving. You can see their lap times steadily getting better, and the competitive level kicking up.
You can genuinely see that the way they're moving around the track. I mean, these aren't exactly slow times. So, as well as like the the key is consistency, and like these boys probably race quite often, so that they're obviously keen to get that consistency going.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll pay dividends here in a track where it's very easy to get time penalties through extending the track just
Oh,
slightly.
yeah, we did see some time penalties in the Euro division. We did see a few. Nothing too hefty though. I think the biggest one I've seen was a 12-second one.
Yeah, potentially a combination of a couple of things during the race, huh?
So yeah, I believe one of them was maybe speeding in the pits, which is it happens under racing because you don't want to get slow. Like it's slow enough as it is. You're in a race.
Yeah,
You know, come on, let's
absolutely.
get it going.
And in France in particular, it's one of those tracks where you're not looking for 50 miles an hour like you are most of the time. I believe it's a little bit slower than that. So that does catch some of the drivers out when they have to
It does.
slow down to about.
I did see a tactic by Big Mousy. He literally parked it on the line and then crawled over it.
Yeah, that's probably the smartest if you're not quite sure which
Ah,
speed limit you're
so
following.
Sims the Crazies just filled me in and said that the speed limit in France pit entry is 37 miles per hour, guys.
Yes, so if you're not aware of that in under race conditions, just like that, 5 seconds.
Big shout to you, my man. Appreciate that you're here.
Alrighty, let's see what we have here for the last set of laps. We're coming towards the end of the short quali session already.
So yeah, the last minute. Let's see who's improving on their times. Pep Boy was actually improving on his time there.
Yes, I'm keeping an eye on him right now, just under a tenth up on his
I am
fastest.
riding on board with him. Felly is DNF'd or retired.
It looks like he has satisfied with his time, so he's retired in the pit.
He's like, boys, I am done. Let's settle it on the race. Pep Boy's giving up as well. He wasn't improving it by the end, but Timo is on a flyer. He is nearly half a second up here, guys.
Ah, yes, one of the last drivers out on the mediums has decided to throw it. Oh, and unfortunately, he won't get to set a time on those softs.
Oh, and he's just DNF'd. The default. No, mate, I'm going out on the softs. He invalidated. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
So he will have to stick with the medium tyres. He set that earlier lap on.
I'm just that by the looks of it, that is going to be the end of the quali. No, it's not. No, it's not. Leclerc's out. Leclerc is out on track. Everybody, stop the press. Leclerc is on track. And he's on a flyer right here. He is on a flyer. He is not having that. He's not getting shafted by his own wheel, guys.
Just let's see how he can do compared to his already improved 130.3.
Chucked himself in the P2. But if I know this Leclerc, he's not going to be satisfied with that. He wants that P1 position.
Currently 2/10 up on his previous best lap time, so he's in the ballpark for pole.
This is going to be tasty. Come on.
Let's see what he can do, and we also have Bubbers coming in for his last flying lap just behind him.
There's Bubbers on it as well. Oh, guys, we could have this could be a showdown at High Dawn right here. As he takes a final turn, nice and tidy, guys. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough?
Off the line, and
unfortunately, it is not enough. Not enough. Like I was saying earlier, Rizzler papers, guys. Rizzler papers between these. So let's flick to Bubbers as he's out on his flight. Oh, okay.
I believe he improved, but where did it end?
I don't know. That was tight at the top. This is going to be very interesting.
Ooh, look at that. Bubbers takes P2.
We didn't get to see that. Bubbers has actually barged Leclerc clean out of the way and said, no, I'm taking P2, my man. Wow, this is going to be tight because we've got a championship leader starting from the middle of the pack.
Yes, and we have two of the three quickest drivers up the front. We've had the lads that have been fighting for victories right there, first and third. This is it's a very tasty start to the race we've got going.
This is literally lining up to be an amazing race. I'm glad I'm here for it. I'm glad I stayed up.
And we're glad to have you here.
I need a throat sweet. I've been talking too much for about 2 or 3 days. And I've got to shut. And I'll talk all day at work, guys. Fantastic. I think I might have eaten all my sweeties. Man, I need some more sweets. But I tell you what, I'm down for doing this any time. I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys race this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's usually good battles up front. Unfortunately, we have seen T. De Silva, the Ferrari driver, with connection issues throughout the session. Let's hope that they get sorted for the race.
Let's
But
hope
let's
so.
be
Let's hope
prepared.
so. You want to ring up your service provider, mate? Sort it out.
Now, I wonder if this race is going to throw them a bit of weather somewhere near the end of the race, or whether they have
Do
it
you know
clear
what?
sailing.
It's France. Do you know what? It's France. It's going to happen.
There's going to be a cheeky last couple of laps, potentially. Jeff's going to be calling everyone in.
Need that fibre broadband. Did they? Yeah, it's formation lap. Yeah, I was just about to ask if we having a formation lap. I did not.
Yeah, that would have been a very abrupt start to things.
Oh, could you imagine that? Like, oh my god, no, it's a formation lap. Oh yeah, let's go. Like, I do apologise, guys, if I'm not on top form. I did plan to nap in between, but we have had some absolutely amazing lobbies going on. We've had cash prizes and everything going off, and I kind of shafted myself. But it's worth it for the quality of the races. I didn't run that in the last race. I didn't think because it was only a 3 lapper, so I didn't run the 50 quid from the bottom to from the back of the pack to the top of to P1. And don't think it's fair in a 3 lap race. But we did have winners of these £35 PlayStation wallets. And I'm not even going to mention the money involved that some people won tonight. If you want to type it in chat, it's up to you. So let's see who's actually trying to warm their tyres up, guys.
It looks like we have a lot of drivers taking the Kimi approach to.
They're like, God damn, I just want to get down and lay it down.
Right. Now we'll have to keep an eye on our fourth place man, T. Silva, as to whether or not he's able to take control. Let's hope for his sake that he
Let's
can.
hope so, guys. Let's hope so, guys. Yeah, they I thought they did. Yeah, there was quite a few of them that won the £50 challenge tonight, but they earned it because of the pace and the grip. And that's the last time I'm talking about this now, guys, because it's all about these guys now, guys, as they're lining up on the grid. This is gonna be a tense race. Leclerc's got to be fuming that he's just been pushed out of P2. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this one.
And it'll also be worth keeping an eye on our man Tilmo, the only man on the field, starting on the medium tyre.
Oh yeah, Tilmo's the only man on the medium tyres, guys. The only man on the medium tyres. As the drivers are in position now. We're waiting for the lights to go up. There's one, two. The lights are up, guys. And it's go, guys. Let's see what happens around here as they hit the first 2 corners, because we all know it is carnage through here. If you clip these corners wrong. Oh, that was a clean start to the race, but mind you, Bubba,
Ooh, Bubba's
run it wide,
wide.
trying to make a move there, but like it doesn't look like we have many position changes at the minute.
It looks like Leclerc, in an effort to get up the field a little bit, did bump a little bit with T. Silva. He's been pushed down the field back down to 9th. We'll have to make up some position.
Our big, God, sorry.
He'll make up those positions if he can get back in control. Still a long race ahead of him.
Oh yeah, so our biggest climber at the minute is the Mad Metis. He climbed one. He did climb 2 positions, but Timo's made moves on him. I'm gonna jump on board with Timo, who seems to be making moves at the minute.
All right, let's keep an eye on Timo for the moment. Chasing after Felipe Giazza in the AlphaTauri.
He is chasing him. But mind you, I'm going to drop down to Silver, who is closing in fast on Mad Metis.
It looks like he's been able to get control back from his AI standard.
Timo with a little slide there.
Timo back down to 9th.
He's managed to keep it together and stay on track, guys. Silver's run wide, trying to make moves on Metis.
And we have Leclerc in the pits. End of lap 1, Leclerc.
Leclerc has jumped in the pits, guys. Jumped in the pits from that damage. But as we've seen earlier, the race is not over there. It is not over there. He's still got it all to race for.
Yep, let's hop up to our championship leader, Pep Boy, in P4. He is currently chasing Bishop's Finger in the Mercedes.
Bishop's Finger, what a name. See, this is going to get really interesting when the DRS starts kicking in.
Yes, anyone who's able to hang on within 1 second will have a major advantage going down this long straight here into Sector 2.
That is one of my favourite DRS sections of the game because it is so long, and you get the chance to catch so much slip as well.
Yes, if you're the defending driver and don't have DRS yourself, you are a bit of a sitting duck there. Ooh, Bubbers! Bubbers is all over the track. He almost swings back on, collecting another driver, and he's dropping down the order.
He's dropped down. He had a massive spin there. As we're back on board with our championship leader. He is hunting down Bishop's Finger. He wants to give him that finger.
Looks like he's playing the long game with just trying to stay within the DRS range for now.
Oh, he is. So there's a couple of drivers keeping in that DRS range. Guitar Man with the fastest lap of a 1:34.2.
Let's see, is T Silver going to try and move into turn 1? He closes up, but not quite.
Oh, he's having a look though. He's still having. Nah, he ran wide. So let's jump back. I'm going to stay on board with this with Silver at the minute because he's gaining.
Yeah.
He is gaining on the Mad Metis.
Yes, he's putting the Aston drive
he's ran it a little bit wide there. Mind you, Peb Boy jumping back up with Peb Boy. He's making it up here. He's just catching the slip of Bishop's Finger.
Yes, he's right on his gearbox now and is potentially looking to make a move or may just
He's catching his slip. Alright, Bishop's Finger's going to be a sitting duck soon. Oh, I thought he was going to have a look down the inside there, guys. But he's just playing the waiting game. Like I said to you guys earlier, patience is the key with this game.
Meanwhile, quietly out front, Guitar Man Khan's managed to gain himself a nice, tidy 4-second advantage. We do have a yellow flag. It looks like one of the Haas drivers.
Yellow flag in Sector 3, guys. Yellow flag is... Yes, it is one of the Haas drivers. It is Artistic Genio who's had a little spin there.
That is a very tough corner to go through. A lot of drivers who try it first time with no throttle lift will usually find themselves sliding.
And I'm jumping on board now with Silver, who is trying to make moves on the Mad Metis again. He is not giving up that fight. He wants those points. He wants those points today.
Yes, he's been putting the Aston Martin driver under pressure the entire race. Will it pay off? Maybe we'll start to see penalties start to take effect in the next few laps as well.
Well, Bubbers is carrying the penalty. What penalty is he carrying at the minute?
have
Let's
a look.
have a
A
look.
3-second penalty.
3-second penalty. So he's been pushing the boundaries, but as you well know, guys, you've got to push the boundaries to even gain a shot with winning it here, guys. This is the closest battle that seems to be happening at the minute on track, guys, and what a battle it is, as he's making a look on the... Oh, he's making a move, he's making a move. Is he going to make it stick? As he flies past Mad Metters, But Mad Metters is not letting this go, he is not letting this go.
No, he's smartly backed out of that corner and will
He's
prepare to go again.
I'm going to flick back and jump on board with Mad Metters here. Because this is definitely unfolding to be one of the closest races of this race at the minute.
Yep, Silver goes a little bit wide. Mad Metters trying to keep it tidy to set him up into this DRS zone.
He didn't have the ideal line into that corner there, but he's still in DRS time. So let's see what's happening.
In fact, Bubbers might be looking to take opportunity.
I'm flicking back to Bubbers. Bubbers might be able to do something here, guys. I'm going to sit back with Bubbers because this is turning out to be a three-way battle here. As he's on the back end of Metters, having a little cheeky look on the inside. He decides better. They nearly come together there.
It looks like this defending has potentially put the Mad Metters out of DRS range of T Silver, leading into it right here.
He's going to be a sitting duck now against Bubbers. Oh, Pep Boy's made a move on Bishop's finger.
Yep, out of that same
Putting himself in. Our championship leader is climbing up the grid here. He's climbing up. And it looks like he is slowly pulling away from Bishop's finger. I've not jumped on board. I'm still riding on board with Bubbers because this is a hell of a battle back here, guys. But Pep Boy, the championship leader, he seems to be trying to slash down that gap the Guitar Man has made him. 6 seconds. Near enough. 6-second gap already. 5 laps in.
Yes, we'll see if he can catch that gap back up or not. Now, the thing with Pep Boy is he's been very consistent. He's not necessarily had the most pace
He's
on
already
the field.
slashed it down. Oh, he slashed it down to a 3. They're jumping into the pits here, guys. These guys are jumping into the pits. So I'm going to flip back up. I'm going to flip back up to everyone's in the pits.
Everyone except for
Guitar Man stayed.
Oh,
is it?
Tilmo,
Guitar Man, Bishop's finger, Tilmo, even Leclerc has stayed out, guys. So's Artistic Junior. He's stayed out as well. Maybe that's smart because they've already been in the pits. They've already had their fresh tyre change.
Right, and it looks like, unfortunately, the big loser out of all of this is T Silver, who had to double stack with his Ferrari teammates. Oh no, he didn't. I believe he had to change a wing because he has dropped the group which he was a part of.
Yes, he has. That's unfortunate there. That was some good battling up until that point. Right now, there's gaps forming everywhere. Bubbers and Silver, no, Bubbers had a 3 second. Silver's picked up a 3-second penalty. So has Leclerc.
Yes, and it looks like from this round of stops, potentially that Felipe Diaza, who's got onto the hard tyre, might look to try and make it to the end on this set.
Certainly worth a shot. Guitar Man jumping into the pits, mind as he had a little wobble out of the exit of the corner just before the pit lane. But the closest battle that seems to be going on here still is between Bubbers and Mad Metters.
Yes, the Mad Metters
I've jumped on board with Bubbers here because this is going to be a close battle. These two have been battling the whole race so far.
Yes, the Mad Metters has spent the entire race on the defensive, having to go against now drivers who are looking to re-overtake him.
But mind you, I'm going to drop back with Silver, who is getting on the back of these two here, as we're going to get to see a little DRS train form.
Yes, let's see if anyone can make a move, or if they want to, knowing they have the long DRS zone coming up half a lap later.
Bubba's already made it. He ain't risking it. He ain't risking it for a biscuit. But mind you, Silver's looking to go round the outside here. Is he going to go? Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Oh, he's made it, but is he going to make...
Ooh, a little
Oh!
contact.
Oh, a little contact there. Mad Meta's got the line all wrong.
And it looks like the Mad Metis has again lost out on the DRS leading into this next zone.
Yes, he's not had a great battle so far, but he's not leaving them behind though. Not going to leave them behind.
No, absolutely. He's in a good position to take advantage of any mistakes they may have while battling each other later in the race.
That's it. For a minute though, I'm going to flick up to our championship leader, who is trying to make moves on Leclerc here. He's got himself into DRS range, and he is climbing on the back of him.
Yes, he has to take advantage of the fresh rubber he has compared to the Williams ahead of him.
Let's just flick across to see what advantage he's got here. So he's on 1 lap hold mediums, and Leclerc's carrying 5 lap hold mediums. The only person to go with hards is Philly.
Yes.
Oh, what? He's made a move. The championship leader has climbed himself up into P4. I'm flicking back and sitting on Leclerc as well, because I know Leclerc is not gonna have that. He's not gonna have that, guys.
No, although he's
Bubba's mine. Bubba's is making moves. Bubba's is making moves on Philly right now as he runs wide, but he's still made the move stick. I'm flicking back to Silver because this is a tight three-way battle here, guys. This is incredible.
Yes, a three-way battle with all 3 compounds of tyre going on.
I know. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Felly's defending hard. He's defending hard. It might have cost him a little bit, but he seems to be getting on the back end of Bubba's again.
Yep, he does cling on to DRS for this lap.
Oh, let's just flick up to Guitar Man and Leclerc. They're having an absolute monster of a battle up here.
Yeah, it looks like Guitar Man versus Tilmo is playing out, while Leclerc versus Pedboy is playing out at the same time.
This is incredible, guys. Like, I don't even know where to put myself. I'm going to sit on board with the championship leader as he's still trying to have a look at Leclerc. Leclerc is not giving him an inch. Like, he is not giving him nothing.
Yes, we could see this battle going until the next round of pit stops that they may have to make.
Oh, but Bishop's Fingers headed into pits. Guitar Man's laid down the fastest lap so far at 1 minute 53.539. No, 35, sorry. Sorry, guys.
Well, he's been keeping it very clean.
Pedboy
himself.
has made it stick on Leclerc as he's done him through the DRS section.
Now Leclerc looks to come back at him.
My chat are saying Pedboy to win.
Ooh. That's a bold prediction. Let's see if he...
That's a bold prediction, guys.
The thing that will have to happen for them to start making ground is they'll have to start...
Pedboy's spun.
No.
I'm flicking down to Silver because he's just about to make a move on Feli. This freeway battle at the back here, like near the back end of the pack, is incredible, guys. Incredible.
And now Pedboy...
Let's hope Pedboy can recover from that.
We can join it. Here we go. T Silver
doing Feli on this DRS straight here. Let's see if he can get on the back end of Bubba as well. But Feli's not letting go. I'm dropping down to the back runner out of these three. Feli, to watch this battle play out, guys. To watch it play out. This is incredible. These guys have been going at a hammer and nail this whole race, even with the pit stops. And it is going to be interesting how it plays out because the battle does actually have all 3 compounds involved, guys.
Yes, we may potentially be seeing only Bishop's Finger and Felipe be able to go to the end of the race without another stop with our only hard runners. Yes.
Potentially being the key word. Let's watch this play out now as they hit the DRS section.
Yeah, you can see how hard... This
is the closest battle on track right now.
Yep, you can see the advantage the soft tyre is giving to T Silver as he slowly pulls away from Philly.
So I'm going to flick up to Silver now because it's Feli's dropping off. But his tactic of the hard tyres could pay off later on in this race because we're only 10 laps in, guys. We're not even halfway yet. We're not even halfway.
Looks like
Bubba's moves out of the way so he don't get a slip.
Yep. It looks like all
Cheers,
these drivers
Patty.
have been driving very hard. It looks like none of them have any
Oof,
ERS saved up.
oof, Silver was, he's pushing it. This guy is driving on the limits, guys. Driving on the limits as he nearly messed it up through that section. But he gave it the save of the century because he is after Bubba's. He wants Bubba's bad.
Yes, you could see him being our fastest man on track right now, given that he's the only one on the soft
For
tire.
sure. For sure. So at the minute, guys, there is a 5-second gap between Guitar Man and Tilmo. There is a 5-second gap between Tilmo and Leclerc. So let's see how this one plays out. As there's a yellow flag in sector 1, as Artistic Genie has had a little wobble coming out of the exit of turn 2 here. Silver is hunting Bubba's down. He is hunting him down, guys.
Yep, and has unfortunately just picked up 3 seconds for his troubles. I think he knows that he'll have to make a move within the next couple of laps before his tyres start losing their edge.
Yes, definitely. His lap, yeah, for sure. His tyres must be going there. Leclerc is pacey, and this is the Leclerc from your lobbies, isn't it, Patty? Because I knows him, if it is, and he is. I've been told that he has been battling hard in this division, battling hard.
Yeah, absolutely. He's currently P4 in the championship and is poised to take P3 off of T Silver if things stand as is.
But he's cut that 5-second gap down. He has cut it down to nearly 3.5 seconds already. He is on a march, guys. He is on a march.
Ooh,
he wants that W
pits.
to go, guys. Tilmo's gone into the pits. He's on 10 lap old mediums. So Leclerc's clawed himself up into P10 through that pit move. Mm-hmm. So the ones that are going to benefit from it are Leclerc, Bishop's Finger, Bubba's, Silver. Is Felly going to get on the back and benefit from this as well?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he does.
Tilmo has come out just behind
and Mad
Battle.
Metis, and Peb Boy.
Alright, let's go back to T Silver to see whether he can string together a move into the DRS zone.
I've been watching him. I've been sat on with our championship, or not with our Silver at the minute, because this is the closest. Well, no, it's not, because Peb Boy is getting closer to Mad Metis. Mad Metis has actually had to battle for literally for his life this race. He's battling hard, guys, battling hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm flicking down to our championship Lydia, who has literally just left Mad Metis like a sitting duck in the DRS section. Is he going to make it stick as they go through this very tricky section here? Oh, he's made it stick. He's gone. Mad Metis got a little bit out of shape there as his ass had a little wiggle.
Now the Mad Metis gets to look forward to Tilmo catching up with him on those fresh hard tyres for another battle.
Yeah, they're actually having an. I'm flicking back to Tilmo because he's in the hunt to get in with it here.
Oh, Bishop's Finger has had a moment on his fresh hard tyres.
Mad Metis just done a spin in front of Tilmo, guys. But I'm going to flick up to Bishop's Finger now, who is getting on the back end of Felly as they're hitting the DRS section.
Yes, Bishop's Finger's recovering from a mistake himself. He did lose a few places there.
He did. But he's grafting hard, guys. He is grafting hard. It is going to be very interesting to see what plays out here, because Silver is the only runner still to be running soft tyres. There's less than a handful of them on hard tyres. Everyone else is on mediums. See, Leclerc is on the 11 lap old mediums. This is going to play out interesting the last bit of this race, I believe. See whose tactics actually pay off. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, everybody.
Yellow
As
flag is...
Bishop's Finger is overtaking Felly.
Oh, that was Leclerc.
And they go
Leclerc.
contact. What's happened to Leclerc, guys?
Leclerc was the reason for that yellow flag. It looks like out of that chicane he lost it and unfortunately lost the position to Bubba's.
Because while I was on board with Silver and Bishop's Finger, they've actually made contact as they've gone through that corner after the DRS section here.
Wow,
So I don't know if any of these are going to be carrying damage or not. We'll soon to see as they might make a dive into the pits, guys.
Yeah,
As we're just over the halfway mark into this French Grand Prix, guys.
Leclerc decides to pit. Leclerc
is jumping in the pits. He's like, I am done with these tyres. I am done with these. Jeff, hook me up, brother. So now as we're looking across the field, I'm dropping down to our championship leader again, who is constantly trying to make moves, guys. He is having a race here. He's having to scrap it out to get up there to keep this championship lead, because it is very tight in this championship at the minute.
Yep, and you can see if he can outpace the drivers in front of him. There's still a quite close gap all the way up to the podium places. So there's a lot still to play for him.
Yes. Leclerc coming out of the pits on his fresh mediums and jumping back to Actually, I'm going to stay on with Peb Boy as he's hitting the DRS section, because he's gonna take advantage of this.
Yes, Felipe had a rough couple of corners leading up to the DRS zone, allowing Ped Boy to get through well before the braking zone, up to P5.
Yes, and he's gone now. He's going. He's gone. See you later, alligator.
Meanwhile, Leclerc has passed the Mad Metis and is back up to 8th after his pit stop.
And is on an absolute march, guys. He is chasing these guys down now. Absolutely chasing these guys down.
Yes, fresh mediums till the end against some races on some older hard and medium tyres. He'll definitely have the pace advantage.
Yeah, he's definitely got the advantage. Guys, I am loving this racing today. It has been clean. It has been clean. There's been minor contact in one of the corners, but it's still been clean, guys.
We have T Silva into the pits now, our last soft runner. Has decided that is enough for the Reds.
That's enough, but it's an ideal mark for him to go in.
And just like Leclerc is going to put on some new mediums and go to the end.
Yes, I believe that is the case. As he's climbed the position there through that pit stop. There's not really any battles there going on at the minute. So I'm staying with Leclerc, but I'm flicking the view. So we can just...
Absolutely. This is the time of the race where everyone sort of knuckles down and gets into a rhythm to find their pace.
They're getting their heads down. So I'm just going to flick up to our race leader in a minute on Guitar Man, who is currently our fastest lap holder as well, with a 1 minute 33.592. We're going to flick to the penalties at the minute, see who's carrying what penalties. Guitar Man, Bubba, P1, P2 carrying 3 penalties. We've got Leclerc in P7 carrying a 6-second penalty. But Silver at the minute with the heftiest one in P9 of 12 seconds, guys. And then we right at the back of the pack with Artistic Genii with 3 seconds worth of penalties there.
Yes, it looks like that run on the soft tyre pushed T Silver further than he would have liked there. It looks like we have a yellow flag in Sector 3.
Ooh, in Sector 3. That looks to be one of the Hasses.
I believe it was actually Felipe who had a moment spinning around just behind Tilno and is now under pressure immediately from Leclerc.
Oh, I'm jumping back in Leclerc's seat. He's made the move and he's made it stick. Leclerc is absolutely on a march here. Leclerc's just taking the fastest lap as well, guys, of a 1 minute 33.212. I got the 212.
Yes, that'll anger Guitar Man Khan, who's been a very strong rival of his these past couple of weeks. I wonder if he can build a gap to make a pit stop for some fresh softs at the end.
Oh, now that would be tasty. As I'm going to flick up to our race leader, who is now within DRS range on Bishop's Finger. He's absolutely wanting to get as many points as possible today to keep that small, slender gap that he's got at the top of the championship.
Yes, he's got a long way to go in this race right now as Guitar Man
Oh, he
Khan
has.
is very calmly and strongly in
He
position
he
to
is
win.
he is at the minute he is 13 seconds clear of the man in P2, Bubba's 420, who is absolutely having a blinding race. He's fought hammer and nail with some people, absolutely blinding. Big up yourself, GT.
Yes, he had a fantastic stint after his pit stop, gaining a few
Yeah,
positions early on and has pushed on from there.
not gonna lie. I know it's my first time in here, but he's got another fan over here. He's got another fan over here, guys.
There you go. He's our T2 reigning champ for a reason, huh?
Yeah. He's a favourite in my chat as Pep as the championship leader. He is a massive favourite in my chat at the minute.
And let's see what he can do here on Bishop's Finger as he's within striking distance.
As I hit this DRS zone where Bishop's Finger unfortunately is going to be left for like a sitting duck. As he hits the slips, oh look at that, there's nothing you can do about that, but let's see if he can keep it as he goes through this tight, tricky section after the DRS section, because as you well know, you've got to be hot on them brakes, you've got to keep it together and keep the pace going. And it looks like it's paid off for him, he's made it stick, and now he's in pursuit of Bubba's. But I do believe I'm going to flip back with Bishop's Finger, because he is not going to let that go. These guys have been battling hard between themselves this race, guys. Absolutely hammer and nail at it.
Yep, this is crucial here for Bishop's Finger. With low on ERS and on the hard tyre, he has to stay within range or potentially lose his shot at the podium.
He definitely does. So our top 3 runners at the minute are on 11-lap old mediums, with 9 laps left to go, guys. 8 laps left, sorry. Cheers, Patty, mate. It is definitely going to be interesting with these hard compound tyres coming into play at this sort of stage of the race as well, with the top runners now on 12 and 11 lap old mediums. This could be interesting. Yes. I am definitely predicting a tasty finish to this Grand Prix.
Yeah, we could see the likes of Bishop's Finger, Tilmo and Leclerc having a massive pace advantage over the top 3 come the end of this race.
Yeah, guys, at the minute everyone is pretty safe of the DRS zone. I have to go to the toilet very, very quickly. I will be back.
Alrighty, looks like everyone is settling into more of their own race right now. Let's have a look at Leclerc as he is picking up speed and catching up with Tilmo, who's run a very strong race today, apart from one moment earlier on. Leclerc will obviously be trying his best to get back into contention after having to stop very early on in this race for damage. Oh, and Tilmo has a big slide going onto the main straight.
And I'm back. Sorry, what have I missed? Leclerc making moves. That's what I've missed. So I'm jumping on the back end of this. I'm going to watch Tilmo. I'm going to watch the battle between Tilmo and Leclerc unfold here. With the different tyre compounds, this is going to be interesting.
Yep, Tilmo was definitely feeling the pressure earlier and had a big wobble going into the main straight that allowed Leclerc to make a move.
Ooh. So he's going to be chomping at the bit for a chance at Leclerc here. Mind you, Guitar Man's still got a 13-second gap on Bubba's.
Yes,
I'm still rating the race that Bubba's has had. He's had an absolute stonker of a race, like banging race.
Yes, he's managed to be in the wars with battling all day long while still gaining enough time to put himself in contention for a podium.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Oh,
Oh, Bubba's
speaking
picking
of,
up a 5 second penalty. Guitar Man's diving in the pit, so he's built a big enough gap. He's built a big enough gap.
oh, it looks
Equazer's
like,
having a shout. Equazer's giving a shout out to Tilmo and Bubbers, guys. Tilmo and Bubbers. Shout out from Equazer.
and it looks like Bishop's finger stays
Bishop's
out.
finger stayed out.
Oh, Felipe has retired from the session,
Oh
and T
no.
Silva's involved.
Oh. Oh,
We
I've
have a
just jumped on the
yellow.
T Silver. Yellow in sector 3. T Silver's luckily to get away and still driving after that by the looks of it.
Yeah, with a
So
lot of
now,
wing damage.
wow, wow.
And they've gone green again. It looks like we'll have no
So
safety
they're
car.
racing again. They are racing again, guys.
Oh, and Silva.
Silver's retired.
Looks like he is retired in the pits after that
So
incident.
Mad Mattis is able to climb up in position here.
There you
Artistic
go.
Genii is going to climb a couple. So this is panning out to be a very interesting race here, guys.
Yes, the Mad Mattis must appreciate a couple of easy positions after having to battle his way
Definitely,
through the
he
race.
he has literally had to battle every single lap of this race. No one has given this guy a break, and he's raced hard though. He has raced hard, guys.
All right, we should keep an eye on Bubbers through the rest
I'm
of this
actually
race.
sat on board. I'm actually sat on board with Bubbers because Bubbers and Tilma are actually going to be having a tasty battle.
Yeah, with the fresh soft tires after that extra
He's
5
got the
second
advantage.
penalty.
He has
Yeah.
the advantage. He does carry penalties though. We're just going to flick and have a look at the penalties. Oh, he's carrying 11 seconds worth of penalties, which doesn't really affect him that much in a minute, as he's made a move on Tilmo. Just like Tilmo's backed off a little bit, maybe playing a longer game, letting him fresh the life out of his tyres. Because he is on a march, guys. He is on an absolute march.
Yes, Tilmo is now hoping that Bubbers runs through his tires well before the end of the race and can keep within that penalty range.
Definitely, definitely. There's the gaps. The gaps are getting closed slightly, so close slightly. I don't know who to go watch.
I think
I'm riding on board with Tilmo at the minute. Because these two are they're the closest together in the field at the minute.
Yeah, I think the next battle we'll see coming up will be Bubbers versus Leclerc on the older mediums.
Yes. Oh, yes. And definitely... But don't forget, Bishop's fingers are going to get chucked in that mix on the 12-lap-old hards. I think this is going to be a tasty last couple of laps.
Oh, yes. Yes, as you said, the strategies are all converging. All 3 different tires look like they may be fighting.
Do you know what? It's
P2.
nice to watch unfold. Like, you can kind of, like, know what's, like, watching the strategies and that, and the races and the pace and that. You can kind of know where the battles are going to be coming at the end of the race.
Yeah, but it's been very interesting to see, not one strategy dominate the day and that everyone's tried a little something different.
Yeah, exactly. Guys in my chat, we are keeping an eye on Ped Boy, don't you worry. We all know he's one of your favourites at the minute. Guitar Man taking fastest lap for 1 minute 31. So who's closing down gaps? Leclerc. I'm riding on board. I'm going to jump on board with Leclerc. He's making an absolute march in hunt of Bishop's finger. Or as he catches a 3-second penalty. Pushing the boundaries. He's on the limits, this guy. He's on the limits. He's just going hammer and tong.
Yep, that is bringing Bubbers into play though, because now Leclerc's 9 seconds against Bubbers 11 is not such a big gap.
And Bubba's got the advantage on the 2-lap-old soft tyres compared to Leclerc's 8-lap-old commentator's curse. Apart from the 8-lap-old mediums. I hate it because I rate these races, mate, and I hate it. No, that is the real Leclerc, mate. He's flying like the real Leclerc anyway. Bubba's mind is in hot pursuit. Hot pursuit. I think I'm going to jump back and watch this unfold out on in Bubba's McLaren, guys.
Yeah, these last 5 laps coming up should be very interesting in the battle for second place.
I feel Bubba's going to be the one that's going to be making the March mind. He's
And just as we say
accumulating.
that,
He is accumulating these penalties, though, guys. He is accumulating these. Let's have another flick through and see what he's actually at the minute.
yeah, you can tell he's pushing very
14
hard.
seconds. You can tell these guys are literally pushing as hard as they can, guys. So at the minute, like we have two people that have climbed the highest of 3 positions from the start of the race. We have Bishop's Finger in P2, and we have Tilmo in P5.
Yes, these look like the drivers who've kept it the cleanest and safest with the strategies, with Bishop's Finger potentially taking a stop less than
Oh, I'm
others.
jumping up to Leclerc, who is literally at the point he's in the DRS zone. But so's Bubbers, so I'm flicking back. Bubbers is a bit far away. I'm going back to Leclerc because he's looking like he's going to do it here on Bishop's Finger. Is he going to do it here or is he going to back out? Nah, he's going balls out here. He's going balls out, guys. He's taking them here. He's taking them here. Is he going to make it stick though? He's made it stick. But Bubbers is. I'm flicking back to Bubbers, who's He's going to be on the back end of Bishop's Finger in a minute. We called it, guys. You heard it here first. This is a battle and a half.
Yes, Leclerc's taking his first opportunity to get by Bishop's Finger. As
He wasn't waiting.
Bubbers...
He was not waiting. We are in the last stages of this race, and Patty's like, "Yes, Leclerc, go, go, go." Yes, we've got Big Pastry Patty in the chat, guys. This is a hell of a battle. Hell of a battle. I'm just saying, Guitar Man is probably free and clear with this. He is 10 seconds ahead. He is on 4-lap-old softs, while Leclerc in P2 is on 10-lap-old mediums.
Oh, is Bubbers going for it into turn 1?
Oh, he's made moves on Bishop's Fingers. He's made it stick. He's gone. He's gone. Now he's in the hunt for Leclerc. Leclerc is hunting down Guitar Man. I feel that there's still enough time in it for these guys to actually get into distance here.
Yes, with the old hard tyres that Bishop is running, as long as they don't take too much time out of each other, they could start to pull that gap.
They could do this. Go on, Dan. Good night, mate. This is tight. I'm going to sit back with Bishops because he's actually catching up. He is actually catching up.
I mean, for him, his race...
He was up until, obviously, the tyre grips. You can see the difference there, guys, in the timings. The tyre grips played into that then. As the guys are getting away. Bubbers is moving away from him, but he's gaining on Leclerc.
Yes, he has just over 3 laps to stay within 9 seconds of Leclerc to guarantee a P2.
My chat say Bubbers is taking P2.
Ooh. Well, we'll see. He is closing in on Leclerc right now.
He's riding Leclerc now. Leclerc's got to do something special here. And we all know he's capable of it, guys. We all know he's capable of it. But mind you, on those 11-lap-old mediums, he's literally hunting Guitar Man, who's been out on his own this whole race near enough. Yes, he's putting an absolute shift to build this gap. But Leclerc's like, no, I'm chopping that down and I'm coming for you, mate.
Absolutely. He's had to basically spend his entire race recovering from a lap 1 pit stop, but here he is in the mix.
Yeah. And a couple of dodgy tyre changes. It's definitely been an interesting one. These guys have been battling every lap of this race, guys, apart from our race leader. So let's see what happens if these guys are going to catch him and put him under pressure.
So Bubbers does not make the move this lap. Let me check in with our championship leader, Ped Boy, right now as he tries to make a move on Tilmo.
Oh, let's have a look at this, guys. Let's have a look at this. There we go. He's left him like he's a sitting duck on those old hard tyres. Like, see, the fresher compounds are working here, guys. Those grip levels, they work.
Yes, Tilmo
He's made it stick, and it's paying off slowly. It's paying off slowly. Well, it isn't. No, it's not. It's not paying off for Tilmo, but it's paying off for our championship leader, though. I'm flicking back up to Bubbers, who's looking to make a move on Leclerc as they're going to hit the DRS zone. this is tight because it's controversial in my chat at the minute. We've got Leclerc fans here, we've got Buzzer fans here. I've got my head in my hands. I'm like that. Oh, he's made a move. He's looking at run around the outside on the fresher soft tyres. I think it's 50-50 on grip levels. You know, genuinely think it's 50-50 on grip levels with these tyres. But I'm going to jump back with Leclerc because I know Leclerc is not having that with a couple laps left to go.
Yes, Bubbers has not been able to pull out a large enough advantage through Sector 1 to get out of the DRS pit, so Leclerc will have a great chance.
Even though Bubbers is carrying hefty penalties, he's still gonna be P4, P5. Leclerc's like that, DRS baby, round the outside, let's go. Makes it stick, oh no he doesn't, Bubbers is having a look, he's hot and he's tough. Let me flip back to Bubbers though. I feel these soft tyres are going to have the advantage on this last lap. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
But if you look at the penalties, guys, let's have a look at the pens. 14 seconds for Bubba, 9 for Leclerc, 3 for Guitar Man. So the top 3 guys are carrying penalties. This could play very well for Bishop's Finger and our championship leader, Ped Boy.
Yeah, I was just
who is also a favourite in my chat.
Ped
Boy, it's a very controversial chat.
Ped Boy is actually within striking distance of Bubbers given the penalties, so if Bubbers and Leclerc...
Bubbers dived into the pits. Bubbers into the pits, guys.
He's had enough of the fight with Leclerc and is going for... Yeah. Well, this is the last lap, so he can't go for a fastest lap.
He can't even go for the fastest lap. So, everyone's benefiting from that. Bishop's Finger...
Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's retired in the pits. As a reserve, he's decided not to get involved with the championship battle and is retired before the end of the race.
That's okay, but as it stands right now, guys, with the penalties, if he can chop it down, no, it looks like Tarman will still have the victory. Bishop's Finger, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 3, Bishop's Finger is going to be in P2 because of the penalties. Our championship leader might even get in with a shout, but I don't think so.
No, I'm
just trying to work the maths out in my head. I'm a very tired Fluffy at the minute.
It's about 15 seconds between Leclerc and Ped Boy right now.
Yeah, it is. So it would look like, as we come to the end of this race, Guitar Man's gonna claim the victory. Leclerc's still gonna get a podium by the looks of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is. He's going to get a P3. He's actually had to graft for that as well. He's actually had to graft for it. Bishop's Finger is like, he's smashed it. He's had a race and a half. He's going to end up in P2, guys. Our championship leader.
Oh, it looks like Guitar Man's run out of fuel coming up to the end of the race. No. Look, he's going slow.
Oh, look at that. That is lucky. That is lucky.
Oh, Leclerc's run out of fuel too.
Leclerc's run out of fuel too. Bishop's Finger with
P2 in the end. What an incredible end to the race there, with most of our drivers almost running out of fuel.
There was some good battling going on through that whole race. There's a couple of laps where there's some gaps forming. But with the way it stands right now, so we have Guitar Man with P1, we have Bishop's Finger who's got P2 due to the penalties that Leclerc has picked up, that's pushed him down into P3, guys, but still a podium. Our championship leader, Ped Boy, in P4, Tilmo, P5, Mad Metis, who has absolutely had to battle every single lap of this race, takes P6. Bubbers is going to get P8 by the end of this race. So he's decided he actually had a really, really good race. It was a shame about the penalties because he was living life on the edge, people. He was living life on the edge. And then so that would push Artistic Genii up into P7. We'll have Silver in P9 and Felipe, who unfortunately did not finish this race, guys. But GGs, they've all raced hard. Like, they all raced hard. They're racing on the limits. That's what it's about, guys. You got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who would you say is your driver of the day, as we see Bishop's Finger getting the official Codemasters driver of the day?
For me, Leclerc. It's got to be Leclerc. It's got to be Leclerc. He had to fight for that to get back up there from the start of that race.
Absolutely. I'm going to give it myself to Guitar Man Khan for having such a dominant performance that we barely had enough time to cover his run. Everyone else
I
was
know.
battling hard
I
behind.
feel sorry to Guitar Man. You was out there on your own. You dominated, Rude Boy. Big up yourself, though.
All right, well, that was a fantastic race from the Tier 2 lads here in France. There are your provisional standings for the race. Thank you guys for all of you who've decided to tune in today, and we will catch you guys next week.
Yes, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. That was some incredible racing. Guys in my lobby on my Twitch, thank you for showing up and showing your support for these guys. I'm going to sign out because I'm tired and I've got work in the morning, guys. See you later, y'all.
All right, take care.
Take it easy.